Wanna put my hands all over your body. Wanna put my hands all over your body. You only come and go when you feel like it. Been at it for a while, but you won't commit. This inconsistent love is messing with my head. And it just ain't fair. You know I can't fight it. Wanna put my hands all over your body. Ooh, and if the stars don't shine, yeah, and if the moon fell down tonight, I would be there no matter what. I wanna be the one to make you fall in love. Ooh, and if the stars don't shine, yeah, and if the moon fell down tonight, I would be there no matter what. I wanna be the one to make you fall in love. Make you fall in love. Make you fall in love. Right before you left, been at it for a while like a cigarette. I know that I should quit, but I'm not ready yet. Oh no, no, no. And it just ain't fair. You know I can't fight it. Wanna put my hands all over your body. Ooh, and if the stars don't shine, yeah, and if the moon fell down tonight, I would be there no matter what. I wanna be the one to make you fall in love. Ooh, and if the stars don't shine, yeah, and if the moon fell down tonight, I would be there no matter what. I wanna be the one to make you fall in love. Make you fall in love. Make you fall in love. Make you fall in
So, today I have a very, very special video for you. I'm here with the wonderful Michael Thurston.
Hey!
Or Mike Thurston.
Mike Thurston.
Mike Thurston. I just used to address him as Michael because he used to be my manager in Hollister. So
good times, Hollister.
I had to show some respect, you know what I mean? So we're here in Kingston, London. I flew over for the day and decided to link up. So what better to do than grill your old boss now that he's a YouTuber and just give him a good few questions and get some info out of him. So I hope you enjoy this video. We filmed a nice workout in too. I'll drop Mike's channel down below. It's a very, very successful fitness channel, and you'll find out everything you need to know about fitness if you go to that channel. So there's a link in the description.
Be kind with the questions, please.
So the first question I have for you today is, if you weren't doing fitness or PTing or online coaching or YouTube, where and what would you be doing?
I think if it was going to be anything, it would have to be something that I'm passionate about. And if I wasn't going to be doing the fitness side of things, the other things that I'm passionate about is food and music. So I reckon if I could have gone back in time, I would have gone down the avenue of music, whether it would have been, I think it would have been producing, because I'm very much into my music. That's what I listen to when I'm in the gym. It's what motivates me. I would have got into that scene doing something, or I would have got into the food industry, and I probably would have like some kind of chain of food outlets. Probably desserts, because I've got one hell of a sweet tooth. But if that was going to be the case, I'd probably look very different to how I look now.
Fair enough.
I'll be
Good
somewhere
answer.
warm. I'll be somewhere warm.
And doing something creative.
Yes.
He's a creative type of
Got to
guy.
be my own boss. That's what I've learned definitely over the past few years.
Are you currently in your best physique? If you're not, when was your best physique and why? And what we'll do is we'll drop a picture in showing your best physique.
I would say I'm probably, in terms of proportions and size, right now I'm at kind of my peak. It's very hard for me to get any bigger than I am right now. In terms of leanness, and when I look back to my very best condition, I think it was probably before. I've done 2 competitions before, and I think it was one I did in 2014, one I did in 2015. And when I did those competitions, I was the leanest I've ever been in my life. And I look back at my physique then, and I just thought it was so sick. Everyone loves to be lean, and you always look back to the point where you're your very leanest. But in order to get to that level of leanness, you've got to, be on point with your diet and make a lot of sacrifices. It takes months to get there. It took me like 2 months. But I'd say that was probably my favorite.
2001.
That was 2014, 2015.
So we'll put that picture in here so you can see what Mike looks like.
There's a few videos on YouTube. I'll send you them.
We'll put them in, drop them in.
Yeah, shredded.
Quick question. We'll screenshot this and also put it in. What's your lock screen on your phone?
It's nothing.
We'll put it in anyway, just so you can see.
It's so exciting, by the way.
So, spill the beans. What do you think has been your one key to success with YouTube? The main thing that has helped you build your channel?
One key, I would say, I would say consistency, but I don't think that's a good enough key. I think you have to develop your own style. Like, you can't try and replicate everyone out there because you're just not going to stand out. You have to find your own unique style, find your flow, and just kind of figure out what it is that you have a talent for or what you're good at, which is going to set you apart from everyone else. And I found that with me, because I spent so many hours, I spent years in the gym training people, that I should take all the knowledge which I acquired from that and actually start educating, sharing it with people online. There's a lot of fitness YouTubers out there, but it's just all nonsense really. It's just waffle. I'm actually cutting out the crap and just, laying it out for people, plain and simple. Just
Helping
trying to help
people
them
with their lives,
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate that. That's definitely a good major key. Oh dear. What? Well, just 2 minutes. Is that okay?
No, I thought that you were talking about.
Just 2 minutes.
No worries.
Thank you. Oh god, I can't believe it. That's so funny. Right, question 5. I've been following you. Well, this is actually before Instagram, before YouTube, before any of that. Facebook. So I've been Facebooking. I used to Facebook
this
stalk
is
Michael.
Before social media, really.
Before before Instagram was even invented. So when I was like 16 years old and getting into the gym, everyone, me and my friends, group of friends, we used to look at like people like Mike, and there was another guy, Josh Mooney. We used to look at their Facebook and see them completely shredded, tanned, girls all around them, and they were always inspirations to us. So my question is, that was 8 years ago. When did you start getting noticed on social media? What did you do to build and maintain a following and an audience?
I think that was, like you said, round about the time, Facebook was literally the only thing out there. So before Snapchat, Instagram, I mean, YouTube was there, but there weren't many people doing the fitness thing on it. And I think the fitness thing was coming over to the UK from America. And I started, you know, uploading some topless photos when I was getting in really good shape, put them on Facebook, and people were sort of realizing it. And then it was when I found out about Instagram, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'll throw up a few pictures on here as well. And it started to get, you know, quite a bit of recognition. So I just started being consistent with that, uploading photos to Instagram. And because Instagram was a lot smaller back then, there weren't many fitness guys on it, so I stood out, you know, a lot more compared to, you know, I was like a big fish in a small sea.
Exactly.
So I just started hammering that and keeping that up, and obviously the Instagram grew very quickly. But as, you know, Instagram grew, you know, with time, I didn't stand out as much. But to keep up with the rest of the competition out there, you've just got to be, you know, be consistent with the uploads. Obviously, being in, you know, good shape is going to make you stand out from the rest.
Yeah.
And just delivering, you know, useful or informative or even entertaining content.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I've been a fan for 8 years, believe it or not. Now I'm sitting here. So, if you could have one cheat meal for the rest of your life, you have to eat clean after this cheat meal. Might not have to be today, but it could be any time. What would that cheat meal be?
Such a hard question. Nah. Because my tastes always change from time to time. But the one that always seems to deliver the best satisfaction would be some form of gourmet burger with everything in it, like just, you know, the bun, the bacon, the caramelized onion, maybe a fried egg with it, with a side, sweet potato fries, maybe a few other sides that would just complement it perfectly, wonderfully, and I'd have to finish off with some kind of dessert. I don't know what it is. Some kind of
What type of bun do you like on your burger?
A brioche one. No sesame seeds.
Brioche.
No
Okay.
sesame.
And do you always go beef burger or do you go chicken burger sometimes too? Beef. Good answers. Good answers. Right. Quick one, in case a lot of people always ask me this, and I'm not really in the best shape, but still, what is your calorie intake? What is your protein intake, your carbohydrate intake, and your fat intake to maintain your body mass? So you're not bulking, you're not cutting. What would your maintenance?
I would say, okay, so currently I'm probably around 95 kilos. So to maintain, to ensure that I don't get heavier or lose weight, probably be around 3,000, but it really just depends upon, you know, the level of activity which I do on a day-to-day basis. So let's assume that I'm training as well at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's say around 3,000 calories. Protein would be between 200 to 220. I always tend to go at least 2 grams per total kilogram body weight. And then the carbs and the fats will vary. I've tried all the carb cycling thing in the past, and it just low carb just sucks for me. You know, everything suffers, my workouts, my mood.
Yeah.
So what I do is on training days, carbs would be around 300, maybe between, let's say between 250, 350, and then fats would be around 60 to 80. But I will play with it from time to time based on what I'm doing, so that it fits within that 3,000 calorie mark.
Perfect, thank you. Still recording? Yes.
God, that'd be shit.
I don't imagine. Right, okay, last 2 questions. So, you're living in London now. How are you finding it? Will you stay here for the foreseeable future? And do you have any other plans to move elsewhere?
I'm loving it a lot. Obviously, I'm originally from Leeds, lived there for 18 years, then I went to Newcastle University, stayed there for like 8 years. And I like London because it is literally, that's where all the action is in England.
Yeah.
It's a big city, there's lots of opportunities, there's lots going on, obviously there's money there. But what I've realised now, I've moved the majority of my business to online, so I can technically be anywhere in the world and still run it, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And although I think London is a great place in summer, you know, we're sat outside on the balcony now, tremendous weather. Unfortunately, it's only like that, or it's very rarely like that. In the large chunk of the year, it's too cold, grey and wet, and I definitely suffer when the weather is bad. So
Yeah.
I think I would, I don't know when, but I imagine in the next year or so I'm going to locate somewhere a little bit warmer. I think I'd still have to be in a big-ish city because, you know, with big cities comes opportunities, but I haven't decided where yet. I'm going to have to do a little bit of travelling first before I settle myself for good. But do you know what? I think the world is a big place, and I don't know if I really want to settle just yet. I think I have a good few years in me where I can travel before I find, you know, I guess I'd have to come across it first, the place which I think, you know what, this is the place for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a house, buy a house, build a house.
So if you have any recommendations for where Michael should try next, he might not stay there, but if you think he should try there, comment down below and you might see him in your city next year.
Yeah. Done Brazil, Austria, Thailand, and Egypt this year. It's been a good year. Portugal in 2-ish weeks.
So if you have any other recommendations, put them in the comment section. Right, so the last question, a little bit personal. As this is supposed to be a hair channel and we focus a lot of videos around hair, you recently, in the last 2 months I think, have shaved all of your hair off.
Yes.
And gone very, very short.
All gone.
Why have you done this?
Well, I guess the main one was because, you know, it was bound to happen at some point, but it was thinning a little bit more so in recent months, to the point where obviously I do a lot on YouTube and you can see in like certain videos like, oh shit, like he's got a bit of a, you know, a lighter patch, and it was, you know, it's receding a little bit. And when I styled it, it looked okay, but because of what I do in the gym, I'm sweating all the time. You know, if I get hot, the style which I have just goes, you know, it doesn't, every time I used to style it, it never stayed that way. And it just looked awful when it wasn't styled. So when I was in Thailand, obviously it's so humid there, nothing was going on there. I was like, right, I'm in Thailand, I'm just gonna shave it off and just see what it's like. 'Cause, you know, if you've never done it before, it takes a bit of balls. Like it is.
Definitely does.
I've had hair my whole life. For you to just get rid of it, you're like, oh god, you know, because it takes a while to grow back.
To be fair, I think it looks
Yeah,
really clean.
After a few days, I was like, I don't like this. I don't know. I can't. Every time I was looking in the mirror, I was like, who the hell's that guy? Like I wasn't used to seeing myself, but I've definitely got used to it now. And it's just it's nice for me not to have to hassle with it or style it. It's just.
Nah, I think it looks good. Clean,
good.
no hassle.
Yeah, I think it helps if you're in shape as well. You got
a nice
bit
tan,
of chiseled face,
good
a tan.
complexion.
Yeah, you can get away with it.
So, thank you for that. I just want to say huge shout out to Michael. Thank you for having me. He let me come into his home, his penthouse suite in London, and we've chilled all day. We filmed a workout and we filmed a few things for his channel. Again, I'm in London for like 4 hours today and just linked up with Michael, and I really, really appreciate him having me here. So I just want to say thank you. Make sure you go and check out his channel, and thank you very much for watching.
No worries, man. We'll have to do this again.
Definitely. Who knows? I could be Mike's new videographer.
Yes, move down here. Get your ass down here.
Exactly. Right. Thank you.